Hi guys, glad to do another video for you. I've had a bit of a rough night last night. Don't ask me what about, but this might answer the question. Pain. But moving on from that, this is a video. I am sorting out my closet. I am going through all my dresses from super sparkly to lace, satin, whatever, and velvet, floral, whatever. And basically it's come to the time where I've outgrown certain things and I've never got rid of them and kept them, sort of a thing, because I still like them. But now it's about time that I want to change and get some new clothes and a new style and design and say goodbye to the old. So what I'm gonna do, I'm sorting all throughout my closets, and on the bed here I have gone through a pile here, and I've got even an ice skating dress that I had made and stuff like that. And I was just like looking at all the sparklies and stuff like that. But everything's just so sparkly though. But it's heavy. It's really heavy. But yeah, it's a pink one. It's really cute. It's an ice skating dress. So I'm gonna actually sell this because I just can't do ice skating anymore. No way. Not with my problem I got. With this pain in my stomach, I think I'm asking for trouble. But the sleeves are really, really nice. This is what I want to show you, these sparkly things. Really, really nice. You can see. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Oh yeah, that little thing, it goes on your finger as well on this side. And that's quite cute as well. Look, you can see little sparklies. It's super, super, super sparkly here, look. You can see all their things on. Just have a little look at that, guys. Look how sparkly it is, all the detail and everything. That part, all properly made and stuff. But I'm gonna leave that ice skating thing to the professionals. You know what? I always, you might laugh, but I always wanted to be an ice skater from a young age of 4 or 5 year old. And I always said when I get older, I want to be an ice skater because I am totally mad on ice skating and stuff like that. I remember going to a roller disco and I thought, I'm not gonna do it. And suddenly I just got on there, put the skates on and stuff, and I was off, and they had like this music going, flashing lights sort of thing. I was down in London with some friends at that time, and I was only not that old, and but I just went for it and just, it's just sort of like, oh God, these things that you can remember. Sorry, Lord, I said I wouldn't take your name in vain. God. Okay, so let's go back to the clothes. Okay, so let me just turn this down. I listen to relaxation videos on YouTube because I think they're so relaxing. And this one I found, it's got an organ, a nice fireplace, nice bread wraps and cakes and tea and marmalade and stuff, and nice flowers, all sort of like a cottage style and farmhouse style, all in one. And I love to watch these relaxation tapes, these things, because it's so relaxing, guys. And I just want to, to sort of like relax. That's the best thing. That's what we can do now. I mean, there's enough stresses going on in the world with this coronavirus and having to isolate and self-distance and always washing your hands. There's so much that is going on at the moment. It's just unbelievable. Nobody knows how long this is going to go on for. Nobody knows when they're going to get a vaccine. Nobody knows. If they're saying they know, they're just trying to tell people, just to stop them panicking, and hopefully they will get one soon. And like I said, we don't know when, but the government's actually Boris Johnson's actually really pushing them now to get this. So maybe some of you do not have time for Boris Johnson, but I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I do not like the Tory party. I don't, because they're so stuck up, they're snobby, they don't look at life realistic. There's people that need things in the world, there's all this poverty going on, and there shouldn't be any of this poverty today. There should not be kids starving, there should be not people homeless outside, with no clothes on the back or a hot meal or something like that, or even a drink or a comfy bed to sleep in at night. These people are like billionaires, and I'm not just saying it. if you look it up, you'll see about how much their net worth is, like Boris Johnson and all the rest of the swag. And then you look it up at how much they're making, and then they expect us to not work, self-isolate, lose our homes, can't pay our mortgages or our rent or whatever. But it's alright for them because they're billionaires, so they won't lose out. So why should they care? But we do need to stay safe though, guys. Don't let me encourage you about going out, and because I don't want you guys to get that coronavirus, because as you know, as you can see on the telly, it's a killer. It's not a joke, it's not something made up or something, or something to frighten people. It's real. It's happening now. And do you want me to tell you why it's happening now? If you want me to be really honest why this is going on right now, okay, I can tell you straight away, before I get to the close, that is. But just hear me out with this, because you got me on a subject that I want to answer, because the reason why, some people might not agree me on this, but I don't really matter what people think, or if they have their own views on what they think it is, and I know I have really strong views on this. My views are that with me being a very strict Roman Catholic and a very strict churchgoer and stuff like that, and raised in a Catholic family, all that sort of stuff, you know, but very close to God and stuff like that. And it says in the Bible, it states in the Bible about the second coming of Christ. And if you can revert back to this, a certain context, what was said through the Bible, even if you heard it a year ago, it could be 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whenever you know, if someone will remember these verses that came out. And one of the verses was, before the second coming, there would be widespread diseases, guys. Widespread diseases. We got it here. Coronavirus. Ebola. I can go on, I listen on. SARS. The plague. You know, there's all these illnesses. This is what I'm talking about. There's all these diseases that are going on, and if that's not widespread, then I'd like to know what is. But actually, Jesus told us about this. You know, our Heavenly Father told us. Our great God in heaven had actually told us that before the second of Christ comes, there would be a lot of famine. Like I just told you before about what I said about the famine, about all this extreme poverty happening. Well, that's in the Bible too. You look it up. And extreme poverty. Then you've got like all these disasters and stuff like that's what's happening. And just check it out through the Bible. All this, you can read it before the second coming of Christ. All you need to do is read that, and it will lead you up to what's going to happen next, so you can be prepared for what's going to happen next after this coronavirus. Okay, and then you will be prepared. Okay, what my advice will be to you is to listen to what God says and not to the government. Listen what God says. Listen to the government in regards to self-isolating, taking good care of yourself and your families, staying safe, getting your food, looking after yourself, your home, that sort of stuff, your children, everything needs to be sort of like, you know, sorted out. You got to think of yourself and stuff like that, but we do not want that coronavirus because it's so deadly and we do not want it. So basically, I am going to get a drink just for a moment and take some more medication. So just remembered I am due another medication, so I'm going to stop this video now because I've got something to do, but I will carry it on, guys. I will finish it off, but I just remembered it's going on for 1:10. I wouldn't miss my pill with getting carried away with talks and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just a little bit what I've just told you about in the end days and the second coming of Christ, that sort of stuff. So it's sort of like advice. So take this video as advice, okay? So there we go. Okay, let me get these medications and sort myself out, and then I'll be more organised with all this stuff, and I will do my video after I've done that. So for now, I will see you in part 2. So stay loose, guys.